Yo, what's going on, guys? My name's JPhanta. We've got another Super Battle Road win. I actually did not think that I would get another Super Battle Road win until maybe 6-year anniversary on JP Dokkan was over, but after a few hours of grinding, I've gotten another Super Battle Road, specifically an Extreme Super Battle Road, being Super INT versus the Extreme Tech Super Battle Road. So this one is the second last one that I need to do in the Super lineup in terms of Extreme Super Battle Road. Last one being Super AGL, and if I ever complete that, which is, I think, doable very, very soon, I think Easy A Prime Battle Trunks will be the change we really need in order to complete that Super Battle Road. Then I'm able to get one step done on Ella Kid Gohan, which is amazing, right? Other than his passive skill, the next biggest thing about him is his leader skill, the 120 liters, so that's pretty awesome. But yeah, still need a lot to do in order to get him fully easy aid. Anyway, we are jumping in straight into the second fight where we're versing Mecha Frieza and King Cold here. I skipped the first fight because this was like my 1,000,000th attempt on this, and I just didn't want to record the first part unless I knew that I had a good chance of beating the whole entire thing. So I just start recording on the second fight. Nothing too crazy on the first fight. We, I think, only used like 1 or 2 items anyway. Literally, this run is all about stuns. All about stuns. Save as many items as you can for this with the stun luck that we are getting. And, yeah, pretty much and run through it with your friend Ella Vegito into Vegito. So that's what we're using as our friend leader. I think he's a 90% leader for INT types, which is not the greatest, but still doable. We end up with 300,000 HP, which is not that high whatsoever. The rest of our team, we have Super Battle Road Goku as our leader. He's a 100% leader. He's not easy aid, so he's bare minimum 55%. I don't have any dupes on him at the moment. The only Super Battle Road I need to complete in order to get him at least one dupe is Fusion Super Battle Road. So that's coming up soon. On JP, I can probably do it with enough tries. Global needs to wait for Veku. Anyway, we have the INT Trunks, who's very, very effective. I like to put him next to Vegito because they have Fierce Battle, which is a great tackling, and a Super Saiyan and stuff like that. And also, if you're versing an Android Cell Saga unit, he's got like that chance of doing great chance of critical hits. And when you do these Super Battles, you do verse, there's a lot of chances where you are versing Android Cell Saga. I believe you've got, you know, the final boss Cell and Cell Juniors. You have, off the top of my head, I'm thinking Android 20 and 19. And I think Android 14, 15, and 13 count as well, if I'm not mistaken. I would have to double check that right now, because I was doing this, and every time I versed, I think Krillin's passive is a little different. I would have to check, because every time I used Krillin on Android 13, 14, 15 part of the battle, I would always proc that additional super attack that he does get. But yeah, okay, so they're not a part of it, unfortunately. I think Krillin's part is only androids, if you're versing androids. Yeah, androids category enemies, so that's the reason why he's buffed up. So don't worry about that little misconception that I had there. We have Yardrat Goku in there, who has a medium chance of stunning the enemy. He also has the counters, damage reduction, very vulnerable to super attacks, but that's okay. He's really good just for stunning purposes. In this team, we have like 5 stunners in here. it's insane. We have the INT ESBR Ghost Tanks in here, which has a high chance of stunning enemy. Rainbow Orb Changing, which is really, really nice. High damage output, really, really good. Definitely had him. Like I said before, we have the INT Krillin. 1 dupe on Global. Had to actually buy him an extra dupe. I had him originally at 55%, but then because I was doing the Super Battle Raid, I bought another copy just so that I can get him at least with some additionals built into him, because I didn't have any good equipment at the time. So he is at 69%. Nice. And he has a high chance of stunning, and like I said, if you're versing an Android's category enemy, you do get the additional super attack, which is very, very clutch, especially when he has that high chance of stunning. And you can potentially do triple super attacks, and he's, raising his defense. He becomes a very, very important unit. And I'm sure that if we were at 100% with him, he would have been even better, but I don't. And then we have the Easy A Super Saiyan 3 Goku in there. He's just high damage output, really. And if he does revert back to base form, he does change orbs. Sometimes the orb changing does screw us over when it changes to the INT-type orbs, because sometimes I'm looking for that Dokkan meter, because the strat actually varies here, depending on the bosses that we are versing. So I'll go through that as we go through 13, 14, 15 here. We have 4 items, 2 Ghost Ushers, Whis, and a Princess Snake, I think. Anyway, so the strat was, if I was versing a multiple enemy fight, more than 4 people on the last phase, so if there was Cell and the Cell Juniors, or if there was the Bojack squad, I would focus on getting as many INT orbs to Dokkan mode as early as possible in the second fight, which is usually, Mecha Frieza and King Cold, or it's Skinny Force. One of the two, doesn't really matter too much. And it would be, if possible, not Dokkan mode with Vegito, but Dokkan mode with like Ghost Tanks or something weaker. Because the main reason we won this is because we built enough Dokkan meter here. This is the strat I used in order to win here. Was I built enough meter in order to Dokkan mode as soon as possible with Vegito on the very last phase. So that was the strat here. We ended up doing 2 Dokkan modes. However, another viable strat here was if there was Majin Buu and Babidi, and only Majin Buu and Babidi that popped up, we would Dokkan mode wherever was necessary, either the third or the second fight, depending on the enemies. Usually, if Majin Buu and Babidi was there, I would hope that we would have a Cooler Squadron or the Turles squad pop up on third fight, and then Dokkan mode there. And then go straight into Buu and Babidi without using pretty much any items on third fight. That way, and then just pray that we stun Buu that many times and just kept stalling and take out Babidi and just kept on stunning, right? That was a really viable strat. Never got Buu and Babidi all too often, though. I always got more of the Cell and Cell Juniors, so, which was okay. We had strats for both of them, and I just had to pay attention when that was happening. Other than that, that was pretty much the strat to go with. I had Vegito and Trunks together, and then on the other rotation I had Ghost Tanks and Krillin. Krillin's really good on main rotation because he can get that free key that he gets through his passive, so that was really awesome. It was never really a struggle on getting the not Dokkan mode, the super attacks, but it did screw us up sometimes. Well, maybe not in this run, but in other runs where I didn't want the Dokkan mode with Krillin or Ghost Tanks, and because the Ghost Tank super attacks at 9 key, and Krillin super attacks pretty much automatically because he gets like an automatic amount of key, depending on the position and just how well this team linked in key. It was very, very hard. Sometimes I got to the last phase and just Dokkan mode with Ghost Tanks, which was the worst thing to happen. And sometimes here, just to delay, like, not getting into the fourth fight too soon, I would end up doing 12 key supers with Vegito. It was all about managing, the enemy's health, managing our own health, managing that Dokkan bar, everything like that, and hopefully getting the stuns when needed to win here. Yeah, so when you get to like the 2 people fight here, where it's like you only have 2 to verse, it's super simple. Because we have high chance of stunning on this rotation, it's almost guaranteed that we stun, so I always like back and forth here. And then if we did stun them both, it was just free. It was literally a free turn for Vegito, and you didn't have to worry about items. I'm always looking for where the purple orbs are as well. Just trying to get even just that one smidge of purple orb just to drop down so we can build up that Dokkan meter just that little bit faster. And other than that, it wasn't too difficult. I thought it would be a little bit more difficult, but it was basically just luck. Sometimes luck doesn't play in our hands, and this is probably like our 20th run here. And then I did run like 10 times on the weekday, just with keys, but that didn't go out well. So it took a few tries, but we got it at the very end. I knew I could do it. You get that feeling when you get through like a certain part of the stage, and you're like, yeah, this is definitely doable. But yeah, and that's what I felt, and I was like, so I kept going. I was actually kind of scared how much items I've used with these past few weeks. I'm surprised that I still have like Whis on deck and Ghost Ushers on deck. Definitely got to cool down. Definitely got to cool down. Alright, so 13 is the last person alive. And we still got a decent amount of meter to go through. So sometimes I opted in not to do too strong with a super attack when needed. And you will see like how big of a stall I do. When it comes to 13 here. Like I will only super attack on this rotation sometimes. Sometimes it is not avoidable on killing. Whether we transform with Vegito, any like counters or like the additional super attacks with Vegito comes into play. Anyway, if you've been enjoying these Super Battle Road runs, especially this one, and you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. Follow the journey. One day we'll get those 100% showcases on Super Battle Road into Goku, the Goku and Bulma, the Easy A for Kid Gohan, Easy A for Goku, all free to play. If you want to join that journey, please subscribe. Just to remind you guys, because people do tend to forget. And of course, if you could leave a like on this video, I would really appreciate it. We're getting near the end, guys. Don't worry. The last phase is very, very short here. But yeah, as you can see, I am just trying to stall here. We can, because we stun 13, you probably can't see because the iPhone crops it out here. We don't even super attack with Vegito. Unfortunately, though, we do kill here. That Trunks crit did pretty much settle into killing 13, but that wasn't too bad. We still had 2 items. If you've been paying attention of my item usage, we still have 2 items here. A Whis and a Princess Snake. And to not risk anything, I just went straight into both items, because you can still die with a Whis activated. So I went for the stun on Cell because he attacks the most, and then try to stun as many people as I can, so that the potential of taking like as many super attacks as possible is lowered. Because you never know, because we haven't Ghost Usher, we don't know what the attack pattern is going to be on the next turn, so they could all attack at the start, and then we take like 5 super attacks and still lose, you know? So we're going to make sure we stun as many people as we can. You could potentially just go for the guaranteed stun on Cell, have everybody super attack Cell, and then just guarantee yourself a stun, but I trusted my units. And because Krillin here gets the additional super attacks, it's kind of like the 4th person is super attacking. So yeah, we got the stun here. And it's good because we can spread out all the damage just to guarantee ourselves to take somebody out. Because you never know. It is Extreme Super Battle Road. I don't know whether or not they all die from one Dokkan mode, right? What would have been more reassuring was if Super Battle Road Goku was in the other rotation, just for the support. But we still got the fierce battle going, and we didn't even have to take a hit at the start, so I felt really, really safe. And yeah, we just had to make sure who we're targeting, because I did want to target Cell all the way through, but just in case Cell Jr. lived or something like that, I did want to target, you know, leftover Cell Juniors just to take someone out, right? Here we go, Dokkan mode. Let's see how much damage this does. This is a full 24 key super. The key that was placed on us was just really, really good. Glad it happened. I have, unfortunately, bought all the stickers, so there is no picking of what sticker I use on the character. But when the revamp happens with the category Extreme Super Battle Roads, I'll ask you guys later on. But anyway, that wraps up the Super Battle Road run. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy. And if you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video, as always, since we have daily uploads over here. Until next one, stay healthy, stay safe, stay fizzy. Peace out.